Welcome back to our fascinating journey through the intricacies of the human body. Today, we're diving deep into the captivating world of intestinal anatomy. Strap yourselves in as we embark on an enlightening exploration of one of the most essential systems in our bodies. From digestion to nutrient absorption, the intestines play a pivotal role in our overall health and well-being. So, let's unravel the mysteries of the intestines together. The endocrine parts of the small intestine and large intestine are collectively called intestines. It is an important part of the physiological digestive system of infants and adults. Here is information in Hindi about the parts of both the intestines. Small intestine. Small intestine is also called apant or apwan in Hindi. It is physically about 20 feet tall. The duodenum is the first and smallest part of the small intestine, which is the initial step in the digestive process. It is located in the initial part of the small intestine and is small in size, but its importance is vital in the digestion process. The duodenum has several main functions, including sensitizing digestive juices. The duodenum secretes digestive juices that aid in the digestion of proteins, carbohydrates, and other nutrients. Storage of digestive juices. Here digestive juices are stored, so that they are available for continuous use further in the intestine. Absorbing dietary nutrients. During the processes of digestion in the duodenum, nutrients are absorbed at excellent levels. Supporting the digestive process. Here the digestive process is supported and nutrients are transferred to the other intestines. In this form, the duodenum plays the vital role of the small intestine, which is an important part of the digestion process. The jejunum is the second part of the small intestine, which comes after the duodenum. This part is the middle part of the small intestine and mainly specializes in absorbing nutritional elements. The main functions of jejunum are as follows. Absorption of nutrients. The jejunum makes nutrients more sensitive, making them more likely to be absorbed into the body. Boost of internal surface. More surface is available here, which increases the convenience of absorption of nutrients. Transparent absorption of nutritional elements. Transparent absorption of nutritional elements takes place in the jejunum, due to which it prepares them to enter the vestibule. Obtaining nutrition. The jejunum has the ability to absorb a large amount of nutrients and nutrition is obtained here. Potential uses of nutrients. Jejunum develops potential uses of nutrients, which are useful in various parts of the body. Thus, the jejunum is an important part of the small intestine that helps in the absorption and assimilation of nutritional elements. The ileum is the third and final part of the small intestine, coming after the jejunum. Its main function is to absorb nutrients and support digestive processes. The main functions of the ileum may include the following. Absorption of nutrients. The ileum absorbs nutrients and transports them to the body. Absorption of various dietary products. Here absorption of various nutritional elements as well as absorption of dietary products takes place. Conservation of nutrients. Nutrients are conserved in the ileum and used as per their requirement. Sensitivity of nutrients. Here the sensitivity of nutrients is increased, allowing them to be absorbed more potentially. Other uses of nutrients. Other uses of nutrients develop in the ileum, which are useful in different areas of the body. Thus, the ileum is an important part of the small intestine that plays an important role in the absorption and metabolic processes of nutritional elements. Its main function is to do most of the digestion of food and absorb nutrients into the body. Large intestine is also called rectum or duodenum in Hindi. It is about 5 feet tall. Intestine or intestine is the first and important part of the small intestine. Here the final stage of the digestion process takes place and various nutrients are absorbed. The wall of the intestine is very thin so that the nutrients in it can be absorbed sensitively to different parts of the body. In addition, the bowel contains various digestive tissues that absorb nutrients and make proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins, and other nutrients accessible to the body. The colon, called colon in English, is an important English name part that is a part of the large intestine. It works to absorb digestive remains in the intestine and expel water. The main parts of the colon include the ascending colon is a part of the large intestine that is the initial part of the colon. It is the upper part of the colon and runs immediately above the small intestine. The function of the colon is to absorb digestive wastes and transport them to other parts of the colon. Subsequently, it is located in the central part of the intestinal intestine, where it joins with the transverse colon. Thus, the oblong colon is considered to be an important organ of the initial part of the colon which functions to store digestive residues and transport them to other parts of the colon. The transverse colon is a part of the large intestine that is the middle part of the colon. This is the upper part of the colon. and it is situated in the straight part of the body. The main function of the straight colon is to absorb nutrients from the diet and transport them to other parts of the colon. Here, nutrients available from food are more sensitively absorbed and stored in the small intestine. After this, it joins other parts of the colon, such as the ascending colon and descending colon. The name of the straight colon comes from its straight shape, which is flatter than the rest of the colon. It is an important part of the digestive functions of the colon and works to sensitively absorb the nutrients obtained from food. Descending colon is a part of the large intestine which is the downward running part of the colon. It is the dorsal part of the colon and is the lower part of the colon, which runs immediately below the small intestine. The main function of the inferior colon is to absorb digestive remains and prepare them to be stored as stool. This part helps absorb nutrients from food and move stool to other parts of the colon. The inferior colon gets its name from its progressive movement and location, as it is the lower part of the colon and joins with the last part of the colon that delivers stool to the end of the anus. The sigmoid colon is a part of the large intestine which is the last part of the colon, and it comes in contact with the cecum or urethra at the exit of the small intestine. The main function of the sigma colon is to absorb digestive wastes and prepare them to be stored as stool. Here, nutrients available from food are more sensitively absorbed and stored in the small intestine. After this, it joins other parts of the colon, such as the ascending colon and descending colon. It directs the name sacrifice of the colon. That is, it is the apparatus of the colon that comes into an S, or sigma, shaped position at the end of the anus. This sigma colon is an important part of the final stage of intestinal transit and helps in passing the stool out of the body through the anus. The colon has the function of finalizing absorbed digestive remains as well as water, allowing the stool to be stabilized and expelled from the body. In addition, iron, potassium, and other nutritional elements are also continuously absorbed in the colon. The rectum is located at the last part of the bowel. Here it works to store the stool and prepares it for final form. The rectum works as a privet to store stool, and when the rectum becomes full, it travels through the anus to expel the stool from the body. Its main function is to store stool and prepare it for passing out without delay. Anus is an important part of the body which is located at the end of the anus. Here it works to expel the stool from the body. There is a small hole at the end of the anus, called the anus, and from here the stool is taken out of the body. The anal ear contains the sphincter brain which helps in controlling the stool, so that the stool can be expelled at the appropriate time. The anal ear is the main medium for the excretion of feces and is the last part of the digestive system. These four parts together are called colon, intestine, rectum, and anal canal, and they are an important part of the digestive system of the body. Its main functions are to periodically remove the remains of metabolized food, absorb water, and expel toxic waste in the form of feces. These internal organs perform important functions of swallowing, digesting, and absorbing nutrients from food items in the body. As we conclude our expedition into the captivating realm of intestinal anatomy, we hope you've gained a newfound appreciation for this remarkable system. From its intricate structure to its vital functions, the intestines truly are a marvel of biological engineering. Remember to stay curious and join us next time as we delve into another fascinating aspect of the human body. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and stay tuned for more enlightening adventures.